Morning, and we're live. This is not a real estate related topic. This morning I'm actually talking about a book I've written. It's called The Ultimate Life Map. It took me a few years to produce this book. I wrote it probably within a year. Spent another year editing and then another year getting it ready for publishing. And it is now a physical copy. You can buy it at all your leading outlets, Amazon, for example. And look, it's really a personal journey for me, what I've wrote about and what I've learnt about in the way we follow our path in life. And I think you've probably heard about the hero's journey, and that's very much what this book is about. It's about taking that guide, taking your own guide in life and following your path without being distracted by all the external noises that so often surround us. Look, I think there's probably a lot of good stuff in here, and there's probably a lot of dribble in here as well. But what I really wanted to touch on is how we align ourselves with the values, and that's where we really start off with. There's a guide here, which is the map. Basically, it's a blueprint or a template, and it starts off at the bottom here with knowing your why. For those of you who don't know me, I started a podcast a few years ago now, and it's called the Hidden Why, and I interview people from all across the world on matters of personal development, psychology, neurology, philosophy, all that sort of stuff. It's really cool. Check it out, thehiddenwhy.com. And so over the years, I've learned a lot, and it's really helped me write this book. And I think the part of the why that we need to really align ourselves with is those values, those inner values. What is important to you in your life, and making sure you do everything you can to align yourself with those values. And this is a constant journey. It's not going to end in the next 10 years. It's going to end when your life ends, basically. It never stops. Life is one of a virtuous journey. And I think a lot of us out there, once we do start connecting with our values, we may know them, but we may still be distracted by these external measures that always influence us. And I know people, I'm dealing with people now that, perhaps think they're very value driven, but they're also tainted by greed and money and envy and spite and things like that. And that's not what it's about. I think at the end of the life, and one book that I really love, or the outtake of a book, I should say, is The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying. And Bonnie Ware is the author of that book. And she said the number one regret for the dying, which is still very common today, is that they didn't live a life true to themselves. And that's a real shame. And I think when we get to the end of this life, you're not going to be remembered for what you did or what you had. You're going to be remembered for who you are and the character. And that's really character building. And that's what this journey is about, building your character. And the only way you're going to do that is by taking your own journey. So guys, a bit of a plug for my book, The Ultimate Life Map. If you're interested, give me a call, get in touch. Happy to send you a PDF copy. Otherwise, jump online and get a copy yourself. Cheers.